fact, that's what I was nervous in the beginning. You know, I wasn't familiar with his work. I didn't know, you know, I trust Michel completely. And when he told me, oh, there's an amazing dancer, he's gonna do this movie with you. And I read the script and I thought, how is this gonna work? Because if he's not really strong with his energy, the whole movie is gonna fail.
Hello, I'm Uriel Linares from Sensacine Latam. It's a pleasure to have this conversation with both of you. How are you?
Very well, thank you very much.
Well, first of all, Michel, what was the origin of the story and what inspired you to make it into a film and maybe not a series, for example?
I always wanted to make a film about a toxic relationship, the dynamics of a couple, and how wrong it can go. And the fact that relationship mirrors the Mexico-US relationship also appealed to me. I think it's another layer. I think it's an interesting combination. And that was it. When I talked to Jessica about it, she immediately said, yes, let's do it.
Yeah. And now, Jessica, your character is driven by passion, love, and power. So what was the most difficult aspect of playing her?
I think it was playing the controlled factor of her. I mean, you know, you say passion, love, and control and power, but the reality is in her mind, she doesn't really feel passion or love unless she's in power, unless she's in control, because she won't let herself go there. Even, you know, the flashback scene of them in the kitchen, she's quite in control, you know, in the conversation. And I liked the aspect of that in terms of her physicality in the United States, of how she presents herself in the world in terms of her wealth and her privilege. And then I like how that changes when she gets to Mexico and there's like more freedom because she's away from the patriarchal structure of her family and the wealth and the father. I thought that was all really exciting.
Yeah, the corporality and the language and yeah, all the way she flew away.
Yeah.
Yeah. The story also explores letting go. So how important is it to be able to let go of emotions and thoughts and you know, all that kind inspirations, or maybe people, especially in your profession as an actress and director?
Oh gosh, well, it's the most important thing as an actor is to be able to let go, because you have to be willing to embarrass yourself or humiliate yourself on camera. Like that has to be okay. Once you get rid of any sense of embarrassment, then you can really act. I mean, sometimes you see people, it's different. If your character's embarrassed, it's different. Yeah. But sometimes I'm performing with someone and you can see that the actor is embarrassed while they're doing something, and it never works out. In fact, that's what I was nervous in the beginning. You know, I wasn't familiar with his work. I didn't know, you know, I trust Michel completely. And when he told me, oh, there's an amazing dancer, he's gonna do this movie with you. And I read the script and I thought, how is this gonna work? Because if he's not really strong with his energy, the whole movie is gonna fail. But it's kind of what that is. It's like, you have to be okay with being embarrassed. And then once you're okay with it, then it goes away. Okay. And I think that's probably the most important quality an actor can have.
What about you as director?
I guess for me the most important thing is writing. To not censor myself when writing, but it encourages me to know that Jessica is going to be brave enough to write what I play, you know, that I won't be
play
alone.
What you write.
The other way around. Yeah. Maybe we should try the opposite sometime. No?
Absolutely. Yeah, you could act. I'll write something and you act.
So yeah, I think just no limits, you know. We should really keep pushing, and film shouldn't be limited. We shouldn't do what we've seen time and again. We should explore.
And finally, the film also shows how far obsession can go. So have you ever been so obsessed with showing the world an idea or dream that people look at you strange for waiting so badly?
I mean, I have definitely had obsessions about things. Usually it's not about winning or wanting, it's about, I don't know how to describe it. It's like usually when I'm playing a role or I can get in these zones where I don't get hungry, I'm not thirsty, and I just like get in these work zones. And I think that's kind of what that obsession is. Usually it's not very public, you know, and my family understands it when I need to disappear for a while to work on something. But no one judges me for it, thank goodness.
It's very personal, the magic behind your profession, yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
Please, what about you, Michel?
I learned after making the first few films that it's best to have more than one film on the planning in case that other film gets, you know, if I can't do it right away in the way I want to do it with the people I want to do it, then a director can go crazy.
Okay.
So it's good to not put too much pressure into that project and to have something else and then go back to this one.